Hello, I am at somebody else's house, but soon to be my house right now. Staying the night. I'm going to a rave tonight, which should be really fun. Um, yeah, I don't think there's like a whole lot to note so far. Um, not a lot of thoughts in my brain. Excuse me. I've been reading this book, rereading it. Paul Takes the Form of a Mortal Girl by Andrea Lawler. I think that's how you say her name, but I could be completely wrong also. But I already read it once before. I actually got it at a shop in downtown St. Louis for my birthday. It was one of those blind book dates that's like wrapped in paper bag material, and it has a little sticky note on it. And it kind of says a little bit about the book. And I just couldn't resist, so I got it and I read it, and it's like a book like no other book I've read before. Genuinely so good. But I feel like when I first read it, I was kind of in the headspace where I was hungry to read it, so I went by really fast and I didn't really slow down and appreciate all of it because the writing is gorgeous. It's beautifully written, very descriptive. I've never read a book with a story like this or a book that was written like that. It is really poetic. It's really good. And it's full of queer 90s punk culture, which I obviously am not exposed to. So it was really nice to read. Um, but yeah, I'm reading it really slow right now. It's also full of a lot of music, so I'm making a playlist with all of the songs and albums and artists that are mentioned in the book because it's a lot. It is a lot, and I'm one of those people that likes to annotate my books. I know that bothers some people, but I like it, so I'm gonna be underlining all the music and making a playlist, and I'm uh, writing it down in my little notebook. So that's what I'm doing this morning. I'm reading. I woke up late, stayed up late, woke up late, journaled for a good, I want to say half hour to 45 minutes. Because I had this crazy dream that I went on a date with this guy, and it was a ploy for him to try to sell me a bear, or just he had a full bear and he didn't want it anymore. And I'm talking like this bear was huge. Like this was like that scary bear from Brother Bear that killed the guy's brother. Like scar on his over his eye, big fucking teeth, ferocious looking bear, just in a cage. I'm on a date with this guy on a golf course, and all of a sudden this black van pulls up and his friends pile out and they're like, all right, where do you want it? And I'm like, what the hell is going on? So he's just trying to unload this freaking bear. And the only reason I didn't have to take it, because they were trying to force it on me, was because I opened the trunk of my car in the dream, but wasn't my car in real life, but was a car. I open it and I'm like, fuck, there's a lot of space. They might just try to put this fucking bear in there in the cage. Thank God the bear was so big it wouldn't fit. So that's the only reason that I didn't take the bear. But yeah, after that I was in this warehouse building and I was trying to do a job. I was hired there for some reason and it was on a computer. And I was trying to get to the computer room, but it was under construction. So I was just kind of standing around, just like, what am I supposed to do at this point? And then a bunch of people were all of a sudden there. And they were all very queer and alternative looking. But it was just like, it was just a interior of a warehouse. And some of them were like flirting with me, made me really nervous. And then this like 12-foot Poppy Playtime looking ass humanoid creature started attacking everyone, and we all kind of scattered. So it was just okay. Let me draw this out for you. Actually, okay, okay. So when you're walking in to the warehouse. This is like where you walk in here, okay? This is, it's like, you know how they have like the door opening thing. This is the door, and this is just a huge warehouse area. And then over here, there's like a pile of junk and some boxes and shit. And then over here is a toilet, no door. I don't know why in my dreams, whenever I have to go to the bathroom, there's no privacy. There's no privacy. So anyways, like, this is kind of the setup, but it's probably a little bit bigger than this. But for the sake of this, I'm going to say the people are like, yeah, there's also a little bench here. Yeah, there's also a little bench here where the door was. And then there's like some windows on here also, like above the bench, but I'm not paying attention to the outside, so it doesn't really exist to me. I'm just aware that the window is there, and there's like a bunch of people. I'm saying they're about that big, and we're just kind of wandering around. And then over here, this is kind of like the entrance to a whole other area. So this is kind of like a hallway, and then here is a wall. There's actually no separation there, but there's several doors that all are labeled for different things, but this is kind of like the computer room area that was under construction. And then there's like one of these doors led to this like huge control room, and there was like a big computer monitor and like a floor that looked like it was from Dance Dance Revolution, like it was all different colors and shit. And there were people in this room that were like trying to do something, and I genuinely didn't know what the purpose of it was or why I was there. But there was a little door to a computer room, and it had one of those posters, one of those 90s theme posters that had a frog on it, like one of those little frog mascots, and it was like computer room, like it was like a 90s like classroom poster, and that's where I was trying to go, but I didn't end up going there. So I went back out. I like just ended up grabbing something. At one point I was sitting on this bench, and this like 60-70-year-old guy was there, and he was like flirting with me. He came up to me, he was like, "Put your number in my phone," or like, "Put my number in your phone." And I was like, I don't think so, man. And he was like, "What do you mean you don't think so? You're gonna put my number in your phone." And I was like, "I don't think I'm gonna." And then he started like touching me. He was being all touchy with me, and I was like, "What are you doing?" And so I like picked up his hand and I moved it away from me, and I was like, "I don't know about that." And he just like looked mildly disappointed. He was like, "Man, whatever." I was like, "Okay, all right, whatever." So anyways, I'm back in this warehouse, right? And I'm over here by these boxes, and this girl comes up to me. She's around my age. I think she's like 20. And I actually drew her outfit because it was cute as hell. She had like a pixie cut that was like bright pink, and she had kind of like a pink, purple, and white outfit going on, all different shades, all different shit. Trying to cover like the rest of this entry because I don't feel like looking through what I have written. Yeah, actually it's just all that, but like that's the outfit. And she had like layered socks of different colors to like create a like chunky multicolored tight look. But I knew they were socks, and she had fishnets, and then she had like, this was like a long shirt / dress that was over a lacy baby doll style dress, and she had like this cute ass pixie cut. Anyways, her outfit was really cute, and she came up to me and she started like flirting with me kind of, and she was like, shook my hand like I was a celebrity for some reason. I was like, "Oh, okay." And then she said like, "I'm your biggest fan," for some reason. I was like, was like, thank you so much. What for? I had no idea. And so she's shaking my hand, and I start complimenting her outfit, and I was like, your outfit is so cute. I really like the socks and the tights and stuff. Like, I would be really overstimulated if I wore something like that, honestly, but it looks so good. And I was in the middle of telling her this, and then this other girl came up and kind of interjected in our conversation, and she was like, she said, like, I decided that I actually do want to make out with you. I was like, the other girl was like, oh my God, yes. And I was like, all right, well, y'all have fun. I was like, y'all have a good time. So that's where we are. We're over here. So all of a sudden, I'm like, I need to go to the bathroom. So I go to the bathroom. There's no separation, but I'm wearing like a humongous t-shirt. So I just kind of pull it over me. And I'm looking over at all of this. This is full of people, by the way. All people up in here. And like, I'm just sitting on this toilet trying to take a dump, and the entire time I'm looking over, and it's full of people, and like, I'd say about 10% of them are looking over at me, and I'm a little paranoid because I think they're laughing, but since it's already there, I'm assuming that they have also had to use the bathroom. Like, there's no way that they haven't had to use the bathroom. So I'm over here, I'm in the bathroom, and I'm looking over, there's all these people, and then all of a sudden, here comes the 8-foot tall, 12-foot tall, I don't know. I'm really bad. He was at least, honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, 4 times or 5 times the size of a normal fucking person. And here he is, fucking huggy-wuggy ass fucking bitch. I don't know. It's terrifying. He's like really tall and has lumbering movements. And this is like the event. This is why we're there. I know that for some fucking reason, but everyone scatters. It's like a haunted house, but I'm also terrified because what the fuck is that? So I run. This no longer looks like that. The control room is gone. When I go here, there's no doors. It is just a maze. And it's like a labyrinth of freaking, like, just maze. And the more that you go into the maze, the less you can see and the darker it gets. So I'm running through this maze and I can't see anything. I'm like, if I keep going, the further away I'll get from whatever the fuck that is. It was so Backrooms, like Roblox video game. I don't know. I don't even play Roblox. Like, I don't even play Backroom video games. I haven't even watched a Backrooms video in so long. So, like, this must have been deep in my subconscious. But it's pitch black. I'm, like, bumping into random people's arms. Like, I can feel it. And then all of a sudden, I'm back there and, like, the dimmest light of all light. But I'm, like, adjusting to the darkness now at this point. This fucking creature, wrong book, just levitating through the back rooms, just snatches this person and they start screaming. And I'm like, this is what it looked like. This is what it fucking looked like. It was like, that's not even really what it looked like because it's obviously a drawing, but I'd say the person was like horrible rendering. I don't care. That big in comparison. So I'm running through this maze, right? And then I wake up. But before that, I was like, I think I was like over in this area before any of that happened. And there was this really cute girl and she was like talking to me, and in the dream, like in my brain, I registered, I was like, wow, she's gorgeous. Like, she's really pretty. And she kept like kind of getting closer to me so that she had to look up at me. I was looking down at her. It was making me really nervous. It like kind of, it was just like a very queer kind of open scene, but also very strange. And also at one point I did dream that I was in school and I had homework to do and it was a missing assignment at some point. Excuse me. I need to title this. So yeah, I don't know what that meant subconsciously. My friend's stepdad told me I need to stop eating spicy food. Apparently that's what they say. Eat spicy food, you get crazy dreams. But that was what I dreamt about, and I'd say, yeah, that, I'm checking to see if there's any other notable additions to I could talk about. I guess, yeah, some YouTube video ideas that I had. But other than that, I guess I was just kind of thinking about illusions and the broader spectrum of human interaction, and how I used to think that a lot of the things that are actually beneficial to talking to people were bad. Like, I feel like I used to be like, oh, if someone disagrees with me, or if I don't like the same things as another person, then we can't connect and they won't like me. For some reason, when I was younger, I thought that I had to like the same things as another person and that we had to have the same opinion to get along. I don't know why. That was what younger me was really concerned about. So I was trying to, I would lie to people. They'd be like, this is my favorite show. And I'd be like, oh, I love that show. And then they'd never seen the show in my life. And then they'd be like, what's your favorite character? And I'd be like, oh, I can't pick, honestly. And then they'd kind of look at me like, okay. I'm a little suspicious of this guy. But now I find that differences in opinion and interest kind of make friendships and connections with people more interesting because you can learn from each other. Probably very common knowledge to everyone else. This is something I realized a while ago, not like this moment at this age, at this point in my life, but if you had told that to like 15-year-old me, would have blew my mind. Would have been really beneficial too, probably. Yeah, I think that's it. Really. Today I am doing nothing until the evening. And then tomorrow I'm also doing nothing, which is really nice. I feel like I've been super busy, so it's going to be really chill to just kind of do nothing. But no, I brought my book with me, and I brought my Switch, and my sketchbook, my notebook. So I'm all set, really. It'll be fun. I think I'm about to go get some food because I'm hungry. I'm really hungry. So yeah. All right, that is it. Bye.